place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. That pass complete to Goddard. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Juke the defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Barkley has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. His first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
On the draw, it's Barkley. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles driving ahead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the pistol, Hurts. His ball's caught by Uzama. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense up to the line fast. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Working quickly here.
Field King. A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Buys time, rolling right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Getting out to his left. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Man in motion, out of the slot. One final shot before halftime. Escapes the pocket. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott all set for the kickoff. Deontay Hardy to return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Rolling left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. He's trying to push the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's loaded another one up. Wide open, downfield, got it! It's a Baltimore touchdown! The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
They'll try to run it in. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, Britton Covey. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
They go to Barkley again. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down, just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Toss play to Barkley. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Jukes one defender, and he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Third and 4 coming up now.
Great, set. Don't touch.
They run it with Saquon. Escapes a defender. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. They'll run here following the penalty. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Going to the ground again on first. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles up by 8. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Great.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. To the ground with Barkley. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Looking to throw. This throw is caught. And he's brought down after a short gain. So beneath a chorus of fly, Eagles fly. It's a win for the Eagles. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
Along Broad Street, you run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. And this one goes out of bounds on the opening kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. They come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Throwing, Darnold. He connects with Jordan Addison. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the handoff, Jones. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the 1st down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 20-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Cam Akers for the 1st time. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now Darnold. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
And that one is off the left upright. He missed it. And this will stay a scoreless game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
1st carry for Saquon Barkley. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back in Philly in a moment. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss to Barkley. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground. But you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? In motion, the tight end, Uzama. On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And now he loses the football. And this is going to go out of bounds, but it's a moot point really because it ends up being a turnover on downs. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. That one intercepted. It's Kamu Grugier-Hill. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
On the give, it's Jones. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. On play action, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They'll go play action with Darnold. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. Now a handoff. Jones. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Darnold to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Byron Young. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
No touch it. No touch.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. They'll come up here on second down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. All right, Coach, thank you very much. These two offensive coordinators, they have been busy. What can they do to generate some offense in the second half to come? Defenses control the first half, but when will we see some points? Hopefully soon, as this third quarter begins. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10.
No touch it. No touch.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's second and 3 to go.
Great. Set. No touch.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7.
No touch it. Delta.
Running from the pistol with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy's a handful.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. In motion, the tight end Uzama.
Delta.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
And he's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing 4th down.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Set. Delta.
Here's Hurts. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the Eagles' 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
So points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 12. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Delta. Set. Delta.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
A 49-yard attempt.
And he couldn't draw it in. It's off the right upright. No good. And this one is going to remain a tie game. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their 1st points of the game.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Silver, set. No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
A 9-yard loss. It's now second and 19 at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
No touch, set.
Now on second and long.
No touch.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
No touch, set.
Man in motion is Brown.
Alpha. No touch, set.
Third and long for Hurts. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus. And the Vikings are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line. Here's first and 10. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. They'll run with Jones. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. Jones. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Running is Jones. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll stick to the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
That ball intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Great, set. Round up, Yeti. No touch.
A first down throw for Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10.
We got sack.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So they failed to connect on another throw, and it's really been the story for both of these teams throughout this ball game. I mean, neither offense can get anything going, and When you look at the scoreboard, it certainly reflects that.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This one he's got to have. This one is hooking, and he missed it. No good. Wide to the left. And now the momentum swings to the other sideline here in overtime.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. To return, it's Brandon Powell. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Go set. Reset.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Now a first throw here in overtime. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Madden. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So as this game's gone on, Mike, this secondary is just continuing to learn, continuing to remember all the different looks this offense has thrown at them. And now it all pays off. Start of overtime, they see one that they recognize, and they jump it, and now they set up their team with a chance to win it here in overtime.
Here's 1st and 10. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this complete. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Vikings have got it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. That's into the hands of the fullback. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. He runs straight ahead with Jones. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as he gets up to the 24. Again, it's Jones. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And he is going to score. It's a shocking finish here in overtime. This game is over. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This game had a little bit of everything. Winds up going overtime, but it's their defense that comes up with the big play. They get the touchdown, and in a stunning finish, an instant classic if you will, they get the victory. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.